The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. ETN up the middle. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Lawrence. He'll drop this one off with ETN. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Lawrence. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try the left side with ETN. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Ready. Go.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. He'll air this one out for Kirk. This is caught inside the 15. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. On play action, Lawrence. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. From the gun, it's Taylor. Darius Williams in there to make the tackle.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And this is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Oladokin. He finds Pierce. It's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1 and 1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Oladokin on 1st and 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Alec Pierce with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Colts are back within a score. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
A good gain on 1st has them set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They go play action with Lawrence. There's Manhurts, the tight end. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Play action. It's Lawrence. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position.
Here we go.
Throw it on 1st down with Oladokin. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Oladokin looking to pass it. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Josh Allen accumulated 7.5 sacks last season to lead Jacksonville and their rebuilding defense. Not quite the Pro Bowl season he had as a rookie. They expect him to continue to blossom and is a future All-Pro.
He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Jags are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
You ready?
Off the option, here's Etienne. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Lawrence's throw complete there to Beckham. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, Oregon.
Now Lawrence. And he fires one incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Colts are right back in this football game. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Josh Allen picks up his second sack of the afternoon. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Now Oladokin. He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Check, contact, check, contact. Go, Reed, go.
Now Oladokin, 3rd and long. And oh, he coughed it up. And the Jags grab it. Now the ball comes loose. Goodness, nobody wanting to hold on to that football. 2 fumbles, one by each team on the same play. Not something you see every week.
No, not at all. And you and I both know how important possessions are nowadays in the NFL because there's not much difference between teams. So when you get a chance for a takeaway, you've got to hold on to the football yourself. Don't give it right back to them.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. He got 29 yards that time.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
It's Oladokin on 1st down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Oladokin to the air on 1st down. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
That's complete right around the 8. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
They'll try and run for the 1st with Taylor. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Chris Oladokun scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. Taken in at the 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
On the 6. Hey, jump it. Hey, I step it. Look at me. Go.
Lawrence. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Hey, Wahoo! On the ball.
Back to throw. Lawrence. Throwing, completing, quick to Calvin Ridley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down.
Hey, let's go. Hey, 3-6. 3-6. Hey, exit. Go. Hey, back drop. Hey, drop in.
Here's Lawrence. Again to Calvin Ridley, and he's got it once more. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter.
Ready, break. Hey, Alpha. Hey, Haywood. Hey, 2. Hey, Orbit.
4th down. Here's Lawrence. It's caught by OBJ. He's got the first down and more than that. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On the defensive side of the ball, that's the definition of frustrated. You get them to 4th down, and then you allow a chunk play like that in the passing game.
Almost felt as if that play was drawn up in the dirt on the sideline. They pulled that from a game plan that wasn't this game, and they still made it work.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal.
You got bombers. Alert.
And they'll run with ETN. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again.
He's got him in, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, it took us until the final play chart to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how he stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for the Jaguars, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll get a home date.